we're gonna date, you may have to defeat my 7 evil exes.
You have 7 evil ex-boyfriends?
7 evil exes, yes.
I think he's really funny in a very bumbling, stupid way. And he's so extreme. You know, in the graphic novels, when you're reading, his reactions are so big and over the top that it's just, he's ridiculous. He's just a cartoon character. So there's something just about that makes you want to root for him even when he's doing things that are inconsiderate or selfish.
If she really is the girl of your dreams, then you have to let her know. You have to overcome any and all obstacles that lie in your path. You can do it. Be with her. It's your destiny. Plus, I need you to move out. What?
It was about like sort of finding the funniest young actors around, and also like people with really expressive faces. Like, so I was definitely, I definitely cast the best actor for the role. But also you'll notice that like a lot of the actors have really big eyes. Like they're really expressive eyes. So I kind of feel like if you're a fan of eyes, you get a kick out of the film. And then Michael was like, he was my first and only choice because I thought the character in the books is like, he's not an action star. He's not kind of like super kind of like Taylor Lautner abs or anything like that. He's kind of like a sort of a gangly, 20-something kind of Canadian kid. And I thought Michael was the only person I could think of who could pull off the goofiness, the silliness, the sort of insecurity of Scott Pilgrim. And that also it would be fun to watch him doing the fights. And it's fun to watch Michael Cera being a badass.
Tell it to the cleaning lady on Monday.
What?
Because you'll be dust by Monday. Because you'll be pulverized in 2 seconds. And the cleaning lady, she cleans up dust.
Almost every scene we'd go look, we'd find it in the book and we'd say, okay, this is the body posture that you're in for this scene, and this is your face is going to turn to the left when you say that line. I mean, it was really that specific. It was an interesting way to do it, because as an actor, you're used to kind of having to come up with everything yourself. So it was interesting to try and make this character as real as possible while kind of doing everything in a sort of really staged way, I guess. It was a challenge, definitely.
But it also worked, because Brian kind of created the series, and everything that you see, you get why the character's doing those things. And I think, we were able to kind of find that within ourselves and find that for the character to get to those points,
Well, have to go.
Ultimately, it's Edgar's point of view. He's directing it. He's choosing colors and music and things like that. But but he really had so much he was so faithful to the books. And I mean, one thing that I think is remarkable is he wasn't just basing this off one book or something. He condensed 4 books, 5 books into one movie, and that is amazing. So, I mean, it's his vision, but it's his vision of someone else's vision. So it's two visions. He's really
double vision.
He's he's double vision.
This ex-boyfriend's thing is messing with my head.
Exes.
Why do you keep saying that?
Answering all of the fans is really difficult because there's millions of them. So really all I did was basically talk to Brian Lee O'Malley throughout the entire process. For 6 years, we've been talking for 6 years. And so he's been kind of read or involved in every draft of the script. Sometimes he's even done little rewrites on things and stuff unofficially. But we just made sure that he was happy with it. And there are points in the film where it diverges from the books, quite significantly. Certainly the time span in the film is completely different to the books. But Brian was really understandable, really understood, really open to kind of the adaptation, and that was what was important to me, really.
What is she talking about?
He really doesn't know.
Wait. You and her?
It was just a phase.
Just a phase?
You had a sexy face?
It meant nothing. I didn't think it would count.
It meant nothing?
I was just a little bi-curious.
Well, honey, I'm a little bi-furious!